Okay, what is up guys? Welcome back to a brand new video, and today we actually have something to talk about, and as you guys will see on the screen, apart from these very interesting ads on the screen, we're going to be talking about the PFA Player of the Year, which, when is it going to be? I don't know, because I don't even think the shortlist has been released. Could be on the, yeah, I don't even think the shortlist has been released. This is a bit older, and of course it has changed a bit, so this article is from February 22nd, and this article is from when? February 28th. So these are a bit older articles, but still they kind of relate. And the PFA Player of the Year awards, or the PFA awards in general, should be very, very soon. So we don't know when this is going to be, or we might know when it's going to be. I just suck at researching, I guess. But we're going to be talking about who could potentially win it, what SPCs could come out, and stuff like that. So we can get a like on this video. That'd be nice. And let me know who you guys think deserves Player of the Year for the PFA, man. Last year, of course, it was Mohamed Salah, and then Young Player of the Year was... Who was Young Player of the Year last year? Because Dele Alli was 2 years ago. You guys want to let me know in the comment section down below who was Young Player of the Year last year? Then I would really appreciate that, because I don't remember. So let's talk about who are the big candidates for Player of the Year. Before we even look in the article, Van Dijk, of course, big one, as everyone would tell you that he is one of the front runners. Raheem Sterling, amazing, fantastic season, his best season yet under Pep Guardiola, and he has been just absolutely amazing. So let's look through this article, this 90 minutes article, see what they do say. So Paul Pogba, poor first half of the season, but he's kind of had a resurgent team. Top of the half, of course, has been great, but I just don't see him being like one of the headliners that people want to have win. Harry Kane would be a nice one, but he's been injured a lot, not going to lie. Heung-min Son, in my opinion, should be up there as well. He has been great all season and has really shown that he can step up and shine when Harry Kane is out, which he's going to have to do for Spurs against City this upcoming week in the Champions League. Of course, we have Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who has been great, but I just don't see him being Player of the Year worthy. Same with Eden Hazard, who has been great individually, but just not kind of like what you think of when you think of Player of the Year. Moving on to Young Player of the Year for this article. Obvious favorites, Liverpool's Trent Alexander-Arnold. Marcus Rashford has found big form. Anthony Martial and Luke Shaw are also like heavy Manchester United here, which I do agree with Marcus Rashford. Anthony Martial is alright, but not Player of the Year wise. I would say Young Player of the Year, Trent really deserves it, man. This guy has been amazing all year long. Last season as well, of course, took Nathaniel Klein's place when he got injured, stepped up, has been great. I like him as a person as well, but overall, him as just a right back, he's so good. He's so good at going up and down. His crosses are amazing, like just such a great player, and I would really like to see him play it. Rating PFA Young Player of the Year, Leroy Sané. It was Leroy Sané. That's who it was. Has been just as good. I do remember that SBC coming out actually. So, Man City teammate Raheem Sterling is also just eligible, even though he turned 24 in December. So, Raheem Sterling, can people win Young Player of the Year and Player of the Year? I don't think so. I don't know. I'm honestly not sure. Arsenal fans would expect Matteo Guendouzi to be considered, while Lucas Torreira is eligible and has taken to English football with little difficulty. But I can't see Torreira winning it. I can see Guendouzi being up there, but not winning it just because he doesn't score goals. He doesn't get that many assists, so I just don't see people really voting for him. Ruben Neves would be a nice one. Instrumental to Wolves competing for a strong top half finish in the first season back in the top flight. David Brooks. Don't really know him, not going to lie, no disrespect to him. And Aaron Wan-Bissaka has been great for Crystal Palace. Declan Rice, I feel like he could finish pretty highly up there. Complete player, better than every other English defensive midfielder in the Prem. So I could see him finishing up there as well. James Madison, Wilfred Ndidi have been great for Leicester, but I just don't see them finishing up there. And, dude, Aleksandar Mitrovic is 23 years old. Wow, that is actually crazy. I just don't see him being up there, even though he has been great for Fulham since they got relegated. I just can't see him being up there. But he's only 23. I thought he was like on the older side. I'm not gonna lie, but he's a great striker. And then Tammy Abraham, that's interesting. So when is it? In late April. So okay, so this should be in like what, a week and a half to 2 weeks. So this should be very soon. So that is the 90-minute article. Let's take a look at this one. So 7 contenders for the PFA PFA Player of the Season award. So we had Mohamed Salah, of course, how I said. So Paul Pogba is one of the front runners. In my opinion, he has been great as of late, especially with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer taking over the helm. And in my opinion, he's definitely a contender. And he is going to be a very popular one, of course. who doesn't really know about Paul Pogba and how good he has been this season. Harry Kane, in my opinion, is actually behind Pogba, especially with United kind of just being like a more, I would say, like popular team, as in like they get hyped up a bit more. So I could see Paul Pogba definitely finishing in front of him and Aubameyang as well, even though Aubameyang has been great. And he did join Arsenal deadline. That's actually interesting. I did not know that. But don't get me wrong, I love Aubameyang actually. I think he has been great. And he is one of the best strikers in the Prem, in my opinion. But I just don't see Pogba finishing in front of him. Eden Hazard should be up there, and of course, so returning from his silver ball winning exploits with Belgium at the World Cup, dude, this guy, man, like, in my opinion, for me, the goal against West Ham was goal of the season, and it was just such a great individual goal, and such a good goal, man. Not many people can score and control the ball like that. So 12 goals and 10 assists. This was from like when this article was released, which is February 28th. So of course he has way more now. But he has still had a very, very good season. Mohamed Salah. Now, this is an interesting one because people who vote, I'm not sure actually who votes, but it depends how like biased they are and how much they use like the heuristics in their brain. Like, are they going to compare him to other players that are currently in the season, or are they going to compare Salah's performances to last season? Because of course he's not going to match last season. Last season was an incredible, crazy, record-breaking season for Salah, and he was just going to have so much trouble in like duplicating that. So are they going to base his performances based on other players, like compare him to them, or compare it to last season? Because if they compare it to last season, they're not going to vote for him. If they compare it to other players, in my opinion, they should vote for him, and he should definitely finish up there along with his teammate Sadio Mane. In my opinion, Sadio Mane should be in the top 3 as well, next to Sterling and Virgil Van Dyke. We have Sergio Aguero, number 2. He has been great, scored so many goals for City, and definitely should be in the top 4, top 3 up there. And then Virgil Van Dyke is number 1, which in my opinion, I think he will win, but I wouldn't be surprised if Sterling won. It's either in between Sterling, Van Dyke, or Mane. I would rank it like Van Dyke, Sterling, and then Mane, something like that. But it could go to anyone, I'm not going to lie. So that is basically it, guys, for the EFL Player of the Year award, Player of the Season award, whatever. And the award ceremony is going to be at the end of April. When that date is released officially, or if I find it or whatever, I'll make a video for you guys. And that is today's video for you guys. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day.